in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, let me tell you something, Jack. I want to talk about how our modern women, black women in particular, carry themselves with no self-respect. And when I say no self-respect, I'm going to be talking about in regards to how they dress. How some of you women are attracting predators. How some of you women are walking out as if you have no respect at all, that you lack shame. And sometimes it's not always sexual in the way that you dress that I'm talking about. I'm talking about how you dress lazy as well. In my most humble opinion, how you go outside in your dirty pajamas and your flip-flops and your hair bonnet. How you look as if you just rolled out of bed and went to Target. How you look like you rolled out of bed, went to Target, bought some items, came back home and went back in your bed and went to sleep without showering. Because that's what that looks like to most people. That you're nasty, that you're dirty, that you don't want to keep your hair up, that it's too much of a problem for you to get your hair done. It's too much of a problem for you to just have a nice face, for you to smile, too much of a problem for you just to look decent in public. So I'm going to cover a few of those things I just said to you. Right now I'm going to put up a gentleman who is making a very, very, very good point. But at the same time, I kind of disagree with something he says. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But he's making a very legitimate point. Now let me go ahead and put them up for you on the screen. Get ready for it. Let's play it.
Hey, yo, don't nobody know your daughter is 14, 15 years old, man. They don't. Especially when they see them wearing these tight-ass shorts with their ass cheeks hanging out the goddamn shorts.
Now, I agree. All right. I agree. From a distance, I've seen women that's teenagers like that, who look like full-grown women, because now they putting on makeup like a woman. They got their hair did like full-grown women. Their shapes, they're developing now at a rate I've never seen before. When I grew up, a young boy looked like a young boy and a young girl looked like a young girl. Now today, the young girl look like a full-grown woman. The young men look like a full-grown man. I'm talking about a whole beard and everything now, right? So from a distance, you can't really tell sometimes. But for me, where I disagree with him on is that maybe because I've been around for a long period of time. I think you should be able to tell her maturity from the conversation. You should be able to tell and gauge what age that person is by her conversation. If she's a teenager, she's still gonna talk like a teenager, but she makes also talk like an older woman. She may talk about older woman shit, like I want the bag, I'm gonna get the bag, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Sound like an older woman, but if you listen to her closely enough, you'll be able to tell that something ain't right. Now she can fake it, have a fake ID, and all this other stuff. Why am I talking about this? Because your daughters, women, you are allowing them to dress like hoes. And when they go out there dressed like hoes, they're going to attract predators. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of your daughters want to attract a predator. What do I mean? They are wanting older men to come to them. Why? Because they think older men have money. A lot of your daughters are living like prostitutes. A lot of your daughters are dressing like prostitutes. A lot of your daughters are seeking men like prostitutes because they see mama do it. Do you get what I'm saying? This is why it's important to have a father in the home, but you don't want that. You want to go make babies and don't want to ever get married. You don't want to marry before you carry. You want to have a bunch of bastard children. And when you have a daughter that's a bastard child and there's no strong, masculine, positive role model in her life, she's going to dress like you, especially if you're a hoe, especially if her friends are hoes. Let's just keep it real. Now let's keep going.
Men see physical, we see it. We don't know she 15, 14, man. Sis, you don't see your daughter out there look like she having an ass out contest with you. You ain't gonna say nothing? Or you just gonna victimize the people that look at her? Ain't you the one that bought them motherfucking clothes?
Good point. A lot of you mothers want to victimize, or in other words, blame the men who are looking at your underage minor daughters, man. But you bought the clothes for them. You in the same clubs with them. You sneak your daughters into clubs where they are too young to go into. You see it all the time. Older women who are acting like older thoughts dancing on Instagram with their younger daughters who are acting like young thoughts. They grinding them on different men on the videos and shit like that. A hoe teaches a hoe how to be a hoe quite effectively. Let's keep going.
Ain't you the one that, man, check that shit. It's warm as hell, man. You got these little girls walking down the street. I'm riding down the block, seeing all the kids for the prom. Somebody, all the little girls, prom dresses, got their ass and their titties out. That's normal to you? You don't feel weird about that shit? You got grown men riding by, grown men with gray beards, looking at your little 12, 13, 14-year-old daughter. They ain't looking at you, looking at her ass. That don't bother you? Man, you need to get your shit together, man. Summertime. And I guess, if you get somebody looking at your kid, get somebody looking at your motherfucking kid, you gonna bust their ass, right? You gonna get the strap, grab the ratchet and bust their ass, right? Because they said something disrespectful to your 15-year-old with them big ass titties, big ass hanging out, them little ass shorts, little ass clothes that you bought. You bought them shits. Look like you went and bought.
I'm gonna tell you something. It might seem raw what he said, but I like that he was raw with it because it's true. Some of these younger girls have big ass titties, big ass booties, and I'm not supporting any type of pedophile whatsoever. But it is factual. I see that myself out here in Houston. The same shit. And you women are buying that. You are encouraged. You say, "Oh, that's my little queen. She just like her mama. Her mama a hoe." If that's the case, we gotta talk about these things, man. Y'all gotta get some self-respect now. Where did it go? You women don't have a lot of you women don't have no self-respect no more. Everything you selling out for money. I hope my titties hang out far enough. I hope my vagina print is big enough to attract a man who has money. Damn shame, fool.
Not sure when it became okay to wear hair bonnets out in public. Think that's a battle that's already been won. Can't stop it. But now I'm seeing more people wearing pajamas and house slippers out in public. What is happening? I was running errands today and I counted 7 women wearing hair bonnets. A few of them had on pajamas and 2 of them were wearing house slippers out in public. And when I mean public, I'm talking about the mall, the grocery store, gas station. And all I could think was, are you taking those same pajamas that you were wearing out in public and going home and getting into your bed? That's nasty. That's that's nasty. You nasty.
Exactly what I told you. No self-respect. And it do look like you just getting in the house, going out the house, getting in your car, getting right back in bed, and then when you wash your ass and wearing the same clothes that you was outside with. Certain clothing was specifically designed to be worn in the house. Your hair bonnet was never supposed to be outside. See, y'all generation different from mine. My era different from y'all because I come from an era where people will mock you, laugh at you, your parents or your friends, your auntie, they would check your ass. Look, man, go put some clothes on, man. The fuck you got on? Don't wear that shit outside. That's where I come from. Because you have all these new single mothers that came after my generation and all this stuff, and they birthing out kids and shit like that. They don't care how their daughter look. You don't care. You see, I see it too. All them dirty, dusty, lint covered ass bonnets look like a low rent hoe. That's what you look like. A low rent hoe that you pay $12 a month to stay in the motherfucking place you at because you own house. You look cheap. You look disgusting. In my most humble opinion. But a lot of other people think that too, man. I'm trying to tell you and encourage you to have some damn self-respect. Respect yourselves. When you go out like that, pumping gas in your house shoes, big old bear claw slippers and shit, you out there pumping gas in your dirty, dingy ass, SpongeBob ass pajamas and stuff like that, you look like you have no self-respect. You look shameful. You look like you're too lazy to put some good clothes on. You look like you're too lazy to iron something. You look like you're too lazy to wash and dry your clothes and then iron it and put a crease in or whatever it is just to go up the block. I'm not saying you got to look all decked out and look like you're going to a prom and shit to go to the grocery store. What I'm saying is you just look like you have some basic self-dignity when you go someplace. And you wonder why men treat you the way they treat you because you don't seem like you want to treat yourself good. Have some damn self-respect, man.
It's so many germs out here. Do you know how many germs are out here in public? The stuff that people do out here. I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, Baltimore, Maryland, it's some nasty stuff out on these streets. And you took those same clothes and went home and climbed in your bed. When I was younger, we couldn't sit on a bed without outside clothes on. That's what my grandmother called them. She was like, don't you sit on that bed with your outside clothes. Change your clothes before you get in that bed. And y'all just walking around. And then the slippers that you're wearing, she had on slippers at the gas station. So you took those same slippers and went home on your carpet, on your floor. Do you have kids that crawl around the floor? Do you have pets? Ew. And did you wash your before you went to bed?
No.
Or did you really just wake up, wearing your hair bonnet, your pajamas, you grabbed your house slippers and keys and went to the mall, then you went home, took your house slippers off, put your keys down and climbed in the bed? Did you wash your tail? Nasty. I think men like y'all nasty women too, don't they? That's why y'all doing that. Oh, nasty. Feel like an old lady. Y'all just nasty. Get it together, ladies.
She right. You nasty as fuck when you do that. I'm glad I found that damn clip, man. Nasty as fuck dressing like that. And nobody else want to tell you, I'll tell you. No, I don't care. I would definitely tell you. Anyway, I'll be talking to y'all soon. Y'all have a good one now. Y'all be safe out there, and whatever you do, don't put on no fucking hair bunny when you go to the gas station today. Please, I beg of you.